my kitchen. Today we're gonna make stuffed shells. So come on over to the stove and I'll show you how we do it. So we are gonna make a meat filling today for our stuffed shells. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna add a little bit of olive oil to my pan that I've been preheating here. And I'm gonna add 1 onion to the pan. And I'm gonna just let it, this will add flavor to the meat, and I just want it to kind of sweat a little bit, so I'm going to put a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper on the onion. We'll let that cook for just a minute or two to start softening it, and then we're gonna add our meat. And I have a mixture, I have a pound of sweet Italian pork sausage, and I have a pound of ground beef, and that's what we're using today. You could absolutely use all beef, or you could use a combination of hot and sweet sausage if you want. I've done that before, it's really good. But this is what I had today, so this is what I'm going to use. So once the onions are ready, we're going to add the meat. Okay, so my onions have been cooking for just a couple of minutes. I'm going to go ahead and add in my pork and my beef, and we're going to cook it together and brown it up right there with the onions. You just want to break it up and make sure that it gets browned evenly. So we're just going to break this up. And I am going to add a little bit of salt and pepper to this as well, just to flavor every layer as we go. And then I'm just going to continue to break it up and get it all nice and brown. So my meat is browning really nicely, and I have it all broken up into bite-sized pieces so it will fit into the shells. I am going to add 2 cloves of garlic to this and just let it cook for about 30 seconds or until it's fragrant along with this meat, and continue browning the meat. And then we're going to add some mascarpone cheese into this. Now if I had cream cheese, that's exactly what I would add. Cream cheese has a little bit more tang to it, but mascarpone is kind of the Italian version of cream cheese, and so we're going to use that today because that's what I have on hand, and it's going to be just as good. And you want to make sure that as you're browning your meat, if it starts to render a lot of fat, that you want to drain that. I did have to drain my meat, and I think the pork kind of rendered off a lot of fat, and so I don't want all of that in my shells, so I drained it off. And one of the great things about making stuffed shells is you can do everything in advance, and you can have it all ready to go and just put it in the oven when you're ready to eat it. You can even freeze it. They freeze really well, so you can even freeze it if you wanted to make it ahead of time and have it on hand for a future date. Okay, so I have some mascarpone cheese, and I'm just going to grab a spatula and I'm going to add that. Now I have this at room temperature because I want it to melt into the meat. Alright, I'm just going to turn my heat down just a little bit. I've been cooking this on medium heat, but look how that melts so beautifully. The cheese is all melted. We're going to let this cool off, and then I'll show you how we'll put it all together. Okay, so my meat is ready to go. It's been cooling a little bit, and I cooked some shells off earlier. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some jarred sauce, and I'm just going to put a little bit on the bottom just to land my shells on it so that they don't stick to the bottom of the pan. I'm just going to spread it out, and then that's where we're going to set our shells. And guys, this is going to be so good. So if you've never made stuffed shells, they're so easy. They really are, and you can stuff them with just about anything you want. I like to stuff them with cheese. I like to stuff them with like a meat mixture like this, and I've stuffed them with chicken. So what you're gonna do is you're just gonna hold them open a little bit, and you're just gonna fill them. That's it. You're just gonna put some of the stuffing in, just like that, and then we're gonna land it right there in the pan. So I'm gonna finish filling all of my little shells here. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna top it with some more sauce and some cheese. And then we're gonna bake it in the oven until the cheese is melted, and oh my gosh, it's gonna be so good. All right, my shells are stuffed. I'm gonna top them with the rest of our tomato sauce and lots of cheese. And this is mozzarella cheese. And I'm also gonna put a little bit of Parmesan cheese on them as well, because you can never have too much cheese in my opinion. So we'll top this with a little bit of Parmesan. These will go into the oven covered for about 30 minutes, and then we're gonna cook them for another 30 minutes uncovered so the cheese has a chance to get brown and delicious. All right guys, my shells are out of the oven, and this, if you can see, oh my gosh, all that meat and the cheese. I'm just gonna take a quick taste and let you know just how they turned out. They've been cooling for a few minutes, so. Oh my gosh. The beef is really rich, but the cheese just kind of helps cut through that. These are really good. You have to give these a try. My recipe is down, linked below in the description box. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel so that you can get all the recipes. I post a new recipe every week. And yeah, thanks for joining me on Simply Homemade with Denise. I'll see you next time, guys. Bye-bye.